Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, has extended his support to the British far right. Addressing the rally in London, he demanded that the parliament should be dissolved. Many might interpret it as intervention or interference in political affairs of the British society. But there are other critics who are also questioning the rationale for Elon Musk to, interfere in internal affairs of the British society. They are also questioning his support for the far right. It is not the first time that he has thrown support behind the British far right, but he has also done it in the past. Besides, he has also expressed support for German conservative parties or far right parties and other European parties as well. Some people believe that he has a vested interest. For instance, there is a legislation or a piece of legislation in European Union that has created problems for tech companies, and they are supposed to follow certain policies, and in case of violation they might have to pay 10% of their global turnover. So it is believed that some tech companies have already been fined, and tech companies owners, including Elon Musk, are furious over those laws, because naturally they might hamper their progress, they might affect their profit as well. For instance, it is said that now we have to understand the tech landscape of Europe. Of the 50 tech companies, only four companies um, are European, and most of these companies of American. And the European legislation says that if those policies are not respected by tech companies, then they might have to face a fine of 10% of worldwide revenue, or 20% if they reoffend. It means that if they commit violation twice or for the second time, then they might have to pay 20%. To give you an idea, based on Apple's 2024 revenue of 391 billion, the maximum fine would be nearly 80 billion. So if Apple has to is to be fined for some violation, so it might have to pay 80 billion. Then Elon Musk is also strongly opposed to legislation that was carried out in 2023 in the UK, that talks about online safety for children and many other measures. And interestingly, Reform Party, which was supported by Elon Musk in the past, had started a campaign to oppose that certain piece of legislation, mustering support of more than 400,000 people for its signature campaign to mobilize support or to raise awareness about this law. So some critics feel that maybe tech companies owners, especially Elon Musk, is trying to throw support behind these far right activists in the hope that tomorrow, if they make it to the power corridors of London or Western capitals, so they might help him by either repealing those laws or giving some sort of relaxation to companies run by Elon Musk and other tech tycoons. So during the London rally, he also criticized that particular law, saying that it amounts to curtailing powers of ordinary people or curbing their freedoms. But on the other hand, there are critics who believe that when he talks about white working class in the UK, his own company has, if not terrible, unsatisfactory working standards. There have been complaints against the working condition at Tesla, in Tesla factory in the United States and also in Germany. and trade unionists have raised their voice against it, accusing Elon Musk of maintaining standards which are not up to mark, or working conditions which are not up to mark. Although those workers are also, many of them are white, the workers who are working in Germany, in the United States, and maybe other parts of the world. So, despite all tall claims of showing sympathy to white working class in the UK, he is not trying to improve the working conditions of working condition at the factories that are owned by him, and where a large number of white working class is also working. So many critics feel that if he is interfering in British politics, naturally he has vested interest. And it is very clear when Nigel Farage said that he would mobilize support for repealing that particular law, and at the same time he was also supported by Elon Musk. There are critics who concluded that Musk has vested interest, and naturally he wants repealment of those laws. So he might be throwing support behind these far right activists or conservatives, so that when they come into power, uh, they might help Elon Musk by repealing that particular legislation.